Hi, my name is Bill Bouchard, and today we're going to be talking about canonical issues, what it is, and how to go about fixing the problem. Canonicalization is the process of picking the best URL when there are multiple choices available. Canonical issues are the problems that websites encounter due to search engine issues with these URLs. So in the example you see above, site.com, www.site.com, and then the same thing with index.html. All of these pages are the same page, but according to the search engines, they could all be seen as individual pages and could be indexed separately. Problems. Duplicate content. Your content that is unique to your site now appears not so unique, and search engines must decide which page to call the authority. And in some cases, they can't differentiate, and therefore they start indexing multiple versions, such as the example before that we saw. Link equity. Instead of having one page where all links point to the same place, you wind up with links splitting up between different versions of itself. So in the previous example again, you could have 30% of your links going here, another 30% going here, and another third going to this page. And what this does, obviously, is it divides and conquers your main goal when you could have a much stronger page with your inbound links. Now you've got a very weakened page. So the results that I already touched upon, your site content is weakened, stretched thin by duplicate versions of itself, and therefore is seen as less authoritative, which affects your positions. The page strength is also diluted by having incomplete count on total links. Solutions. Use 301 redirects to correct the canonical issues, and I'll get into that in a second. And you're going to want to standardize your linking process. That's something that you can, start right from the get-go when you're building a site. So let's go back to that first page here. When you're linking to the home page, you want to do it in the same way every time. You don't want to do it, site.com and then this way and then that way. I would suggest having one page that you want to have established and do it the same way every time. So in this case, I would probably just do it to the www.site.com and redirect the others to that. Okay, let's get into the 301 redirects. Basically, it's a command to your server that says, if the page is equal to this scenario, permanently redirect it to this page instead. The result of which, search engines that spider and index the URL get the message via the 301 redirect that the page it has come to no longer exists and its new location is here, and please redirect all links, history, and placements to the new page. Over time, which could take months, several months, search engines update their indexes to reflect your commands. At this point, your page is now seen as unique and has all the links established at its one location. Now, how to set up the 301s. You're going to want to use an htaccess file to write the redirects. If your site is located on an IIS server, just contact your web host or administrator and they can set it up using their means. 301s with an htaccess file. Basically, an htaccess is a file with no name. It's just called by its file extension, which is .htaccess. And here you can see the example code. To ensure that you're redirecting properly, physically test the link. So you can type in site.com and make sure that it's going to the www version, or if you prefer the non-www version, you can check that as well. And as a follow-up, I would just say to check your server headers to make sure that you're returning the proper status code. You can do that. Just search on Google for check server headers, and there's a number of free sites to do this. You want to see 301, as the status code. A common mistake is that it will be resolved as a 302, which is a temporary redirect. So you want to see the 301 permanent. Okay, we've been seeing the issues with canonicalization, canonical issues for a few years now, and we've been doing HT access and redirects, standardizing your linking, but now the big search engines are getting together and have come up with a new tag to kind of help this issue even more. So they developed this new canonical tag, and the example is seen right here. Link rel equals canonical, and there's an example of what the page is. And what this says is the page that it's reading, no matter what it is, this link will tell it what you want the page to be indexed as. So this will clear up the www versus non-www. This will clear up any other issues with what it might be named. It's just another way of resolving it. But I would not rely solely upon this tag. Probably the best way of doing it is to resolve it on your end as well with the 301 redirects. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can email me at bill@mannixmarketing.com. And that's me. You can find me on Twitter and check out our website. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.